don't know, I just woke up from a little nap. It's a little dark, but you guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Okay. I've been waiting for this moment for months, and it's finally here.
EWS
or bust.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of EWS or Bust with me, Rich Payne. Enjoy!
This is special!
I don't know, man. We're here, aren't we? We're live.
Kicking.
Live and kicking.
Remember the live
What sort of
kicking?
intro stuff do you want to do? Do a little dance or a little song or something?
People can't
You
hear
need
it,
you need a jingle. Yeah, I mean, the intro music is actually pretty good. Do you remember it?
WS or bust. Listening is a must.
And there we have it. And on that note, we are live.
Absolutely crushed it there.
Oh man, kicking off a Friday morning for our listeners with a little song and dance.
As for you there, that was freestyle. That's just off the top of my head. If I had to write stuff down, man, I'm like Eminem.
You're like John Lennon.
Yeah, all right, I'm like John Lennon.
Or Yoko Ono. Oh man, what's going on? How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Very well, thanks. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I don't know if everyone's got it, but this heat wave that seems to be going down at the moment is very nice.
Don't forget, man, we're international, so maybe people are listening in, I don't know, Brazil. We have listeners in Brazil.
Isn't it always? Was it the rainy season or something?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll reach out and tell us. But don't think so small, dude. We're international. We're
Okay,
Mr. Worldwide.
Ah, yes. Well, good evening and good day to everybody.
Exactly. No matter what time zone you're in, where you are in the world, thank you for checking in to another episode of EWS or Bust. Listening is a must.
Oh, mate, we're like a couple of puppets today.
Aren't we just riffing like crazy?
No, please, by the way, if people listening, don't turn over or turn us off just yet. Hang on in there.
It can only get better.
I just looked at the time. We're like 6 or 7 minutes in, and we just rambled already.
It's the best bet. It's the best way.
Anything. Yeah.
All right, let's break this race down quick and get out of here.
Done.
Oh man. Okay, so as you mentioned, the weather is stunning. Not only in the UK, Jersey, but Europe too. Obviously, I was in France last week or the week before. Beautiful there as well. So, yeah, loving this little bit of weather. People are out riding, which is really cool to see. Social media is pumping with people sending riding shots, and it's good at the minute,
really
man.
Nice. Everyone's in a good mood at the moment. I like it.
Yeah, everyone's in a good mood, even us doing this. So,
yeah, I'm always in a good mood.
So how's life, dude? What's going on?
Life is well, actually. Just like I said, enjoying this good weather, cracking on with working, riding, racing, living the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah,
Good.
I've had a couple of weeks on the road racing, so yeah, it's all good. I've done UK Enduro, UK GE last 2 weeks ago, I suppose now, week and a half, and then I've just got back, obviously, from last EWS in Austria and Slovenia, which was mental. So yeah, man, nothing to complain. Although I went back to work yesterday and I was suffering.
Really?
Yeah, I was struggling.
I bet your job's pretty brutal when it's hot too, because you're a stonemason, right? Does that mean building walls or?
That does indeed mean building walls. I am a stonemason. I construct anything with stone. I don't carve. I build with it instead. But yeah, it's like
a posh bricklayer.
Yeah. I was going to say an upmarket bricklayer, but I don't want to offend no brickies out there because that's actually really hard as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
But, yeah, it's like it's definitely way better in the summer than it is the winter. That's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Get the old sun cream on, tops off.
Terrible sunglasses and get working. Don't forget, people don't watch this. The awkward silence is killing me.
Yeah. I should have left you hanging for ages then. That's a good point. We're looking at each other on the video right now, and it totally made sense that I was just staring at you.
Just walked off. Mic drop.
Yeah, I should have. Oh, wait. Yeah. No.
Sick.
From my large collection of awesome sunglasses, get worn. Yeah. I have special work sunglasses that I wear sometimes, so I don't mind.
God.
Oh my God, me, Davey.
Like Miss Merton over there building walls.
You gotta look good.
Timmy Mallet. All right, okay.
Timmy Mallet. That's harsh.
Well, so what's been going on in between the last round in France up until doing the UK Gravity Enduro? Because you just to recap, you injured your hand in France.
Yeah. I had a bit of an off over the bars into a tree and that, and unfortunately didn't finish France, so I was bummed on that. Pretty gutted, but like it was nothing major with the hand. It was just like all swollen up and a bit banged up as it is. So it's all rested. It's absolutely fine now, like perfect.
Right. You didn't get it? Did you get it checked out or anything, or did you?
Yeah, I got it checked and got a quick scan on it, and nothing. Like it was just boshed up.
Yeah.
Just a bit angled, like banged up. So, yeah, but that's all's good now, all's fixed up and everything. So in between, what did I get up to in between, Davey? Nothing memorable.
Really? I was hoping to see you, man. Like, for some reason, I thought you were going to come over and do Malverns. Because the Malverns Classic, we were at that. We did. Obviously, we had like a stand for Hook It, and I recorded an episode with Ali in his camper van, which was real fun. So I had to up the production level of the podcast actually, which has been really fun. Because because obviously most of the episodes have been done via Skype. Some of them have been done live, but we record separate audios and then I splice it together. But I had to invest in a new piece of equipment to record live. So it's really sick as well. Like got this new little handy recorder, and had to learn to use it on the fly before recording with Ali because it came, and then 10 minutes later I set off to Malvern. So, but that's been cool. Like progression on the podcast. Thanks to everyone just quickly who bought a t-shirt, because basically I did the t-shirt sales to raise money to buy some new equipment, and it went down great. Like sold most of the t-shirts. There's a few left, but that sort of bought this new Zoom recorder.
Zoom record.
Yeah,
fancy.
I know it is fancy, man.
I'm gonna Google that right now to see what it is.
It's way above me, mate. Way above me. So it's I had to do that, which was pretty cool. And I thought I'd see you at Malvern's, but we obviously got our wires crossed, and I thought you were going, and you weren't.
No, basically, so we wanted to do national champs. Up at Tweedlove, and we had it all booked up, but the boats were being a nightmare. So because obviously, we have to get the boat everywhere off this island, like to take bikes and all that stuff. Malvern's just didn't happen, unfortunately. Everything was getting a bit rushed, and we didn't have like a good setup going down for remap and stuff like that, and it wasn't happening.
Right.
But so then the trouble is that all these events were back to back. So Tweedlove was on, and I could do Tweedlove, but I wanted to race it, obviously. And then that means I've got no one manning the stall because no one could make it.
Right.
So then you can't really like display remap stuff and I can't leave it up all day and stuff like that.
No.
And then the following weekend was Malvern's. So it was just really close. And then the following weekend was AFAN UK National Enduro.
There were a few people that were sort of like out for the 4 weeks. So obviously before that was Fort William. So a lot of people did that, and then they went, Tweedlove, Malvern's, AFAN. So
all of that back to 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 back.
Not going to happen.
No, not for me. And then obviously the weekend after that was EWS. So it was like you just got to pick and choose. So unfortunately, I couldn't make it because I couldn't.
Fair enough. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
So not a lot's gone down in between.
Okay, interesting.
Just making the most of the nice weather again. Riding. Been riding a lot.
Good for you. You need to, mate. You need to ride more.
I do. I got to go, mate. I'll catch you later.
Mic drop.
Again.
So why did you choose to come over to the UK and do the UK Gravity Enduro?
One, because I haven't raced a national enduro for a long time, and obviously Parr was out for a year or two. Steve Parr, the organizer, and UK Enduro went for a bit of a crazy couple of years where there was like 2 national series at one point, and then there was no national series, and it was all like mental.
Yeah.
So that made it easier for me. That's kind of when I decided to do EWSs more, because it was easier for me to do, and there was nothing to really commit to in the UK. And obviously Parr came back this year, and there's another series going down, which is so far so good, I think. And I was like, well, I haven't raced a national. I could do with the good competition, because we don't have any in Jersey, like any good races or like good tracks. We got cool stuff, but you know what? It's not the same. Obviously.
You don't have an Enduro series, or do you? There's a cross-country one, isn't there?
There's a cross-country series, and like one of the other clubs puts on like the odd Enduro now and again sort of thing, but nothing too serious, or we don't have obviously big tracks or nothing like that. So
yeah,
I thought, well, I'll come over do a national, and that like we obviously UK's got some like good trails and good competition. So
what's up?
No, nothing. I just thought I just thought I'd like come over, do that, and hopefully it would get me like up to pace to go out to the following weekend for EWS.
Right, that's
that
good
was the
little
plan.
Tune-up race, right?
Exactly, yeah. Trying to get the pace there.
Is it sometimes though an absolute pain in the ass living in Jersey? Is there
Absolutely.
any part of you which sometimes goes, you know what, like I need to either do something else or move?
Yes,
Really?
mate. I would move back tomorrow.
Really?
I'd lure the missus back. I'd move
Oh,
back
of
tomorrow.
course, yeah, because she's Jersey through and through, isn't she? She's born and bred.
She is
Yeah.
born and bred.
How do you meet then? Just like, I'm just curious.
She crashed into a wall. Needed someone to fix it.
You are for real?
For real?
Is that actually how you met?
No shit. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
There's a little more to it than that. That's like the dumbed down version. But
Yeah. All right. Oh wow. Okay. So then you moved to Jersey.
no, I was already in Jersey. So we've been. I've lived in Jersey for about 10 years now. We've been going out for about, I don't know, forever. 6 years or something.
Okay. All right. Curious.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Long enough for me to have worn her down, and she now is stuck with me forever.
I can see her. She's chained to that bed.
Not in a weird way, people,
No.
by the way, I should add. We ain't talking no 50 Shades of Grey kind of crap going on here. But yeah, so yeah, that's how we met. But yeah, man, like I don't know if we've ever said that, like much about Jersey before. It's a stunning little place.
Yeah.
It's well nice, and it's a good quality of life, and it's safe and lovely, and nice beaches and all that stuff. But it's 9 by 5 miles, and when you come from the mainland,
Yeah.
Just
It must be
go a
really
bit-
alien.
a bit stir crazy after a while.
Yeah, I bet.
So, but I do like living here. I would just prefer to live in the UK.
Is there not some sort of like amicable? I don't know. I guess you've got your business there too, haven't you? But you know, would the ideal situation be to live half there and half in the UK?
I guess if you could do that, I don't know how I'd make that work with the masonry stuff.
Yeah.
So like Remap can go anywhere as long as I got a laptop, essentially.
True. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Food for thought. Isn't it?
Masonry stuff's like a well-established business. I've had that going for 5 years or so now,
Have
6
you?
years.
Right.
So that's like well known and what have you. But yeah, it does like get me down sometimes. It is tough. Like when I think of all the guys who are going to go home and ride really good trails, I have the ability to then just drive an hour and go ride good stuff, and I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll go ride the same trail I've done for the last 10 years.
Is it a bit of monopoly on the island as well, with it being so small? Like, is there any more stonemasons, or are you like the one?
Oh, it's tons. No, it's
is there?
tons.
Right.
The whole island's a big granite lump in the sea, so
Right.
there's loads of stonemasons.
Got
The
you.
monopoly actually comes down to the boat companies and the flights. There's only one ferry company that operate
Yeah.
in and out of Jersey, so you're just stuck with expensive prices and one shitty boat service. Flights aren't too bad depending where you're going, but sometimes they can be expensive.
Right.
But if you fly with a bike, it's generally expensive
Yeah,
anyway.
it is. Yeah, for sure. All right. So tell me
so
about
yeah.
tell me about UK Enduro then. You came over on the boat and in Bertha and
No,
oh
just stop you there, Davey.
oh
No, I just came over in my little van, my transporter, and a couple other young uns from Jersey came over and did it actually as well. So we all got a house together and stuff, and it was cool. Came over on Thursday, so we did Friday practice, Saturday practice, and seeding was also on Saturday, with race day being on Sunday. And yeah, it was really good.
Good.
I was like pretty chilled out, because it's way more chilled than an EWS, and really I was actually genuinely looking forward to it.
Beautiful weather as well. Good trails up in Afan, like some gradient, that's for sure, up there.
Yeah, it was a mix, because we had some good steep stuff and some slightly wanky pedally stuff, but
right.
All in all, it was good. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool to come over. I'd raced there about 4 years ago. I think I raced there for a UKG and got third in senior. So I was looking forward to it. So yeah, trucked on over on my own. Met up with the young'uns who came over with their parents, because they were like 17 and 19 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And then yeah, we just all were staying in this house and had a good crack, and it was good fun. Good race. Seeding, like the tracks were a good mix of like some good fresh cut steepness and some pedally trail centre, and yeah, I felt good. I opted to ride it wasn't too rough, so I actually rode my shorter travel bike, my Trek Fuel X.
Oh right.
It's 130mm front and back 29er, as opposed to the Slash.
Yeah.
Which is a beast. Because it was a bit smoother and a bit pedalier, I opted for the slightly more lighter, smaller bike, if you like, or more efficient bike, which worked out well.
Cool.
But, yeah, seeded 13th, enjoyed it.
Sick.
Riding pretty well. I think there was about 25 elites there, so that was cool. And again, race day, it was nice because it was so hot, but we had the Remap pits all set up and stuff, so we had somewhere to hide from the shade and that.
Yeah.
And I rode pretty good actually. I'm pleased what I did. I finished, so I seeded 13th and I finished 13th.
Oh, consistent.
Yeah, and I finished 13th on 4 out of 6 stages.
Wow, super consistent.
Very. And I only dropped to 14th on another stage, and had a slight crash on another, and I dropped to 16th. But otherwise, basically 13th.
Right.
13th. Nice. So yeah, there's some good names there. Yeah, so some consistency and pace was there. So that was quite a good confidence booster.
Yeah, how do you find doing like a UK national compared to an EWS? Is there some major differences, like pressure-wise or anything like that?
There's way less pressure.
Really?
Only from what I put on myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's not manufacturer pressure or wages or anything like that. It's purely from yourself.
No, I mean, most pressure comes from myself or the Hook It podcast.
Our lovely listeners who just give you shit.
Yeah, absolutely just heckling the hell out of me. I get an absolute rinsing on social media otherwise. No, the only pressure comes from myself, because the pressure at an EWS comes from the fact that I've spent so much time and money and effort to get there and be able to do it that I don't want to waste the opportunity.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Is it more like a financial pressure than physical 100%. Pressure? Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm pretty good on a bike. I can handle my own, and I know I've got a fitness. But I'm like, man, I've spent like over $1,000, 12, 1,500 quid, whatever, to be here. I don't want to like
blow it,
come all this way and just get a rubbish result. But at the same time, I don't want to ride too safe and get like a mediocre result. So whereas the UK Enduros cost me like less than half that. I know loads of guys at the EWS, but like I know the organizer, it's way more chilled and with practice and the seeding run and stuff like that. It's a lot more, everyone's having a good bit of banter and stuff. So I don't feel the pressure, even in elite, I don't feel the pressure really in that.
Okay.
And I still equally want to do well, but looking back, I probably rode better at the the UK Enduro than I did at the EWS for that reason.
Right. So how do you think you can transfer that no pressure thing into the EWS series? Would it be having that pressure taken off you obviously a little bit more? Think that would make a major difference?
So. I think it would, but I mean, with that comes a whole nother pressure, doesn't it? Of someone's paid for you to do it, so you're like, oh, crap, I've got to perform. Someone's put up all the money.
Yeah.
So it's entirely a mental game when you get up to that top level of EWS. I think it's entirely in your noggin. And at this race, I tried to sort of tell myself that, because I had my old man and pedal at the EWS. I was like, well, look, I got Dad here. We're going to have a good crack. He's going to help out loads. So just chill out and have some fun on the trails. And I tried to sort of keep reminding myself of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think worked to a point.
Okay.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely.
so just to recap then, super happy with the UKG performance. And then it must have been a pretty quick turnaround from going from that race to out to Austria. You started in Austria. Yeah, Austria.
Yes. Yeah. I actually flew into Slovenia, but yeah, it was a quick turnaround. So I got the boat back Monday, arrived back to Jersey after the UKG, like 3:30 in the afternoon Monday. I was obviously Monday night. I had Tuesday, which I worked just to catch up on work and stuff like that and do some running rounds. And then I flew out first thing at 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. So it was literally a quick stop.
Yeah.
Quick stop back. Yeah, sure. But yeah, it's a bit hectic. It's basically enough time to unpack the van from UK and sort of make sure everything works, and then repack everything into a bike bag and kit bag to then fly out. But I like it. It's nice. It's cool.
Yeah, I kind of like it when you're like that busy. It makes things obviously. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. It just kind of makes things more fun. I don't know, when you're just living on the fly out of a bag. Sometimes it's kind of nice. It gets a little bit tedious, but like it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I do like it. I do like it. It's
especially when you're traveling and seeing new places and stuff like that. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. That's the thing. And I was really looking forward to going this place because it was like I've been to Austria, but I'd never been to Slovenia. So I was flying into Slovenia.
Yep.
A place called Ljubljana in Slovenia.
Okay.
And then we would drive over the border into Austria, which is where the pits and stuff were.
Got you. Okay.
And like race HQ and where we were staying and all that.
What did you do for accommodation and stuff and travel and all that sort of thing when you got there?
Travel, it was EasyJet.
Oh God bless you. Yeah, I flew to France on EasyJet. It's brutal, man. The pilot threw that plane down like it was insane when we got into France. Just like
really,
or Switzerland, yeah, just like boom, get down, get off. We're turning around. See you later.
Yeah. It's all about efficiency and quick turnaround with them.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And they're so strict on luggage. So I booked a bike on. The plus side of EasyJet, you get 32 kilo bike allowance. Right. Quite a lot.
That is quite a lot.
So I had that thing rammed. That was 31.9 kilos, basically. That was maxed out. And then I thought I had this like holdall thing and my helmet bag. So I had the holdall full of clothes and some bits and bobs, and my helmet bag, my D3 full of stuff. And I was like, right, I haven't booked them on. I'm just going to hopefully go for it and blag them as hand luggage, even though they're quite adamant. Yeah, you can only take one piece of hand luggage. And for the best part, actually, it worked. A couple of times, like there and a time back, I had to unload everything out my helmet bag and virtually wear my helmet through as a piece of luggage with this holdall on my back. But yeah, so traveling was EasyJet, Jersey, Gatwick, and then Gatwick, Ljubljana.
Right.
There and back.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. But, you know.
And how do you get to the pits and to the house and stuff?
Well, so my old man, Lord Payne, as most of my friends call him.
Lord Payne
and Petal, his missus, they are on some super like European mega road trip with their car and caravan.
No
just
way.
Cruising. Yeah. They're currently now in Italy for the next 4 weeks, just living it up.
Wow.
Lording it up, I should say.
Really, in a caravan.
Yeah, it's a legit caravan though. It's
Lord
big.
of the Tupperware mansion.
Yeah, he is. He loves it. And they
rad,
both do. And they've got like this big ass caravan. They're going all round.
Amazing.
So they've timed their trip to obviously be there for when I race.
Wow.
Their part. So Dad came and picked me up, so that was nice. So no, I didn't have to sort out hire a car and pay for more for that thing. So, and it was nice, obviously, to see him because I hadn't seen him for about 5 months. So
wow.
Yeah, my dad come pick me up. And then drive us back, and they were staying in the caravan, and it would have been too cozy for the three of us in there. So on this site that they were staying at, I had like this weird static caravan box home type thing.
Right.
It was all right. It had like 2 rooms in it, very small, toilet, and like a, what do you call like a kitchen?
Right. Okay. Kitchen diner sort of thing. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's all right. It did the job. It was fairly clean and
fairly clean.
It had running water and heating, so
there you go.
It's on the episode. If you go check out the episode,
I'm looking forward to seeing this. That's funny.
It'll be on there. It's not as bad as I'm probably making it sound. But so that was accommodation sorted.
Yeah.
And my shuttling and driving sorted, thanks to the old boy. And the campsite was pretty close, and it had good facilities and stuff. So yeah, the accommodation wise was pretty sus.
Sick. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So Thursday, Friday practice, Saturday, Sunday race. Was that the order?
Sorry, I should say. So the campsite and where the race base was in Petzen in Austria.
Okay.
So most people flew to Slovenia, and then you drive over into Austria. Petzen, it was called.
Okay.
Yep. Thursday, Friday practice. Saturday, Sunday racing. So 2-day race. 3 stages each day. Practice 1 to 3 on Thursday, and obviously race them Saturday, and 4 to 6 on Friday, and race those Sunday. So yeah.
And it was the first time the EWS has been in Austria and Slovenia?
First time in either of those countries.
We always have to check that, don't we? I'm like...
No, I know. It was the first time the EWS had been in either of those countries.
Yeah, and the first time it's crossed the border.
We'll just fucking steal my thunder, why not?
Yeah, well, I thought I wanted to drop the knowledge, man. That's what I do. I'm the host of this shit.
First time they'd had an underground liaison.
Yes, okay, all right, you can have that one.
Yeah, so we had this crazy 5 kilometer underground liaison, which is I'll get to that in a bit. It was a bit sketchy.
Okay.
But yeah, so woke up Thursday morning, flew in Wednesday, woke up Thursday feeling good to go and bright and keen for it, and raining.
What?
It was raining.
You're joking. The wet series returns.
It had returned.
Oh,
it was raining, and I was like, oh, great, here we go. Here we bloody go. But it was only drizzling, and then it actually stopped through the day, so it just left wet trails.
Right.
But yeah, so got the old you were allowed shuttling in practice, so the old man was driving me round.
Legend.
Really good, and they're quite good. The organisers gave you like sat nav coordinates where to go to and stuff. So
okay, so
that was nice of them.
That's cool. That's cool. So you practiced. So like the Thursday, was that all one side? So was that all Austria, and then did it chop and change?
It chopped and changed. So both days you would go into Slovenia for the first 2 stages of each day,
right?
And back to Austria for the final stage of each day.
Got you. Okay.
So, yeah.
And is there much of a drama with that, like as far as border crossings or anything, or do you just go through?
Sailed through.
Right.
I think like the EWS guys, we had to give them our passports. They took a photocopy of it.
Right.
So they kind of had pre-sorted all that out.
That's good.
For us, I assume, because we rode through the crossings. Well, rode through the crossings both days and stuff, and there was no one on them.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So I can only assume that's why they took our passports beforehand. Yeah, photo with them.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right. So tell me about practice. Tell me about Thursday, man.
Thursday was pretty shite. I didn't like stages 1 and 2. Hey, I'm honest.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's be honest.
I'm saying it as it is. I don't know, and I think you'll find most racers might not have said it at the time, but will agree, the guys who were there. Stages 1 and 2, 1 not so bad, 2 was shite. It was virtually unrideable.
Right. In what way?
Like a lot of fresh cut stuff, and then just roots, just tree roots, wet off camber tree roots everywhere.
Right.
And then the bottom part of it, you followed a stream, but you zigzagged. You just kept cutting across this stream. So you were just dragging more and more water onto the track. And all this fresh cut stuff was really soft and impossible to pedal on. And the routes were unrideable. And you just I had to go up and push now and again.
Really? All right.
I don't like, if anyone had a clean run, then they're my hero. Because neither practice nor race day, I could got a clean run in at all. But yeah, they just didn't work for me. I didn't enjoy them. There's some snippets again in the vlog of just how rooty they were.
Okay.
So you'll get an idea of it hopefully. And it just didn't work. It just didn't flow or nothing for me. It just killed it a bit. But stage 3 was then a ride back, or like in practice, a drive back to Austria, and that was a wicked stage.
Yeah,
that
this
was
is
like
the EWS trail, the new EWS trail. Yeah.
That's it, and it was a 6 kilometer beauty of a trail.
Sick.
I liked it a lot. Although it had some roots in it, was a bit more established.
Yeah.
A lot of it, and it was tough. It was a hard stage, like brutal on the arms and that. But I thought it was wicked. I really enjoyed that. So
a few people were saying that one was like the best stage of not only of the weekend, but one of the best stages of the EWS so far as well.
Okay. Ooh, that's a bold statement.
Yeah,
it's certainly up there.
Mm.
Yeah, but and then Friday was better. Friday was different. So Friday 4, 5, and 6 again. The first two out to Slovenia.
Yep.
And they were like just low. It started to dry up by then. It was windy over Thursday night, and I think it helped dry the trails out quite a lot.
Right.
And these like fresh cut loam trails were just like that. They were just soft and like blasting berms and ruts and stuff like that, and way more of a smile on my face that day.
Any changes after Thursday night, like bike wise, or just keep it simple?
Just kept it as is.
Yeah,
kept it as is. And then again. So 4 and 5 was Slovenia, and they were really fun. 5 was the shortest stage of the weekend. I think it was about 1.8k. 4-minute racing, I think, or 4
1.96k, mate. If we're being, totally honest, 412 meters descend. What's up? I'm going to drop knowledge on you, man. I told you I was going to drop some knowledge on you. 412 meters descending, shortest stage of the year so far.
No way, no, it's not.
No, I don't think it is. I made that last bit up.
No, what? You're just talking shit. We did like a 400-meter urban stage at the last one in France.
No, I just made that up. Funny.
EWS or bust facts. 50% of the time, they're right all the time. Oh my God. So then at the 6 was back to Austria, back to Petzen for another, like a tweaked version of stage 3. So it was the same EWS stage, but it would split off in certain areas. So bear in mind, it's a 6k stage, 15 minutes long to do. You'd have half of it would be different again. So
right.
It would keep you guessing, enough to keep you guessing for sure.
Okay, cool.
I enjoyed Friday a lot more. I had fun on my bike that day.
Yeah, nice weather.
The weather was better. It wasn't quite sun's out, guns out, but it was not raining, I don't think, not properly.
Right. Okay.
And it was drying up, so that's always a bonus. So at the end, it was tiring though. Like, even we had to do some of the liaisons. You couldn't drive everything, and it was by no means easy. We were still doing a lot of pushing and climbing, some big days, like even during practice. So I was feeling tired. I was trying to, I had to sort of do my best to rest up and take it easy in the evenings to try and recover as much as I could.
Really? Right.
Yeah, because race days were big days.
Yeah.
Real big days.
Were your folks on the cooking in the evening, or?
Oh yeah. That was the beauty of it. Luckily, it was like almost having Amy there. I didn't have to do very little. They were really helpful.
Awesome.
Right down to got the old boy cleaning the bike and stuff. So.
Brilliant. That's really cool, man, that you had Dad there. That's massive. Like.
Yeah, it was really nice. It's
not his first one. Did he go to one last year?
He did, yeah. They were at finale last year.
That's right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
And I also had my mum at Madeira last year.
Yeah, you did, of course.
So they do make the effort. They're good. They're good parents.
Yeah, that's nice, man. Has he always been like super supportive of you growing up as well?
Yeah, they have. They're like back in the day. They would, both do a lot to help me out. Dad driving lots of races and stuff like that, and both of them being kind enough getting me bike bits and all this sort of. When cool. You're a kid, you got no money.
Yeah.
Break stuff. You're like, oh, Dad, I need a new Remap. How much is it, son? £30. £30.
There's one in the shed.
Back in my day. Yeah, exactly. No, they are still and always have been really supportive, luckily, and I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah, it puts a nice vibe on the weekend too, man. You got your family around you, so that's nice,
Yeah, it keeps you relaxed.
Yeah, it does. Awesome. All right, so coming into the race, feeling positive, like a couple of good days practice, I guess. Yeah. Like I said, Thursday not so much for me. I can't say I enjoyed it as much, but Friday was good. So Saturday, I was coming into Saturday. I didn't feel too tired, luckily, but I was coming into Saturday, sort of already not looking forward to stages 1 and 2. Right. Yeah. So no positive mental attitude Saturday morning.
No, and I was trying though. In my head, I was like, "Come on, just like get through these 2 stages." Stay on, just get through them, have clean runs, and then look, get on it when it comes to 3 and then the following day sort of thing. And I was trying, but bear in mind, like, it wasn't an early start, luckily, and the sun was out, which was nice.
What sort of race number did you get this time? Were you Out the back again.
One.
1-1-1.
Yeah, so that's a good number. I quite like that because it's not in with the super big dogs. That was scary passage, but it's good. And I was with a couple of guys I knew and stuff like that because the standard at EWS this year seems to have just like gone up a notch again. Like the standard of the trails and the standard of the riders.
That's interesting.
It seems, yeah, I think it has. Honestly, this year I think they've like weeded out the weak again a bit more.
Seems to be a lot of downhill guys crossing over more as well.
Yeah, I think so. It is getting a bit tougher, I reckon. And a few guys I spoke to, friends, and they were like, "Yeah, it's like getting those top hundreds is like seems to just be getting harder, and like the time gaps are coming down as well. You know, like the time differences between people.
Yeah, it's getting more like Formula One.
I'm still miles away from Sam Hill, obviously, but like the ability to jump up some spots doesn't seem as much as what it used to be.
Okay, that's interesting.
I think that's what I think. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably, you know, you look at the sport in general is growing, so probably more people are getting into it. More people fancy the travel, like you know, just want to go travel and do the EWS series.
Yeah.
I think that's, you know, probably why. Be interesting to know if that is why, if anyone's got any facts on it. But no doubt, as the sport's growing, it's more accessible. That people are. Yeah.
Well, I think what's happening with that, because this was like, is it the second or third year they've done the lottery system?
Yeah.
So although say, this is what I think, although it's a lottery system, I still think people's past results and things like that are taken into account. They must have a way of like looking at who's done what and stuff.
Yeah.
So they can see like who's going to be more committed, say, to a series or who's done better, and just generally, it's just progression, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So they can say, all right, Payne, he's put in for all 8. This is obviously hypothetical, so but he's put in for all 8. Last year, he only bothered going to one race.
Yeah.
So we're not going to give him all 8 races. That's pointless because the likelihood of him turning up is not going to happen. That's obviously an example, but you know,
I think so too.
Whereas they can say, right, you know, super fast Italian dude has put in for the 2 Italian races and he's super fast. I think we should let him in because it'll bump up that standard.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
That's what I
Maybe they
reckon.
are analysing it a little more, making it more competitive, you know, making it like everything down to being more spectator friendly and like everything. Yeah. Just
I think it's just slowly
like
getting more professional and just finally getting more and more finely tuned.
Yeah.
I mean, they do a shit hot job anyways, but you know, it's in its seventh year maybe. So I think it's just getting more tuned up.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
What were we saying? Race. So Saturday, day one, stage 1.
Yeah, so it's a big day, 50-kilometer day. It was actually 52k in the end.
Wow.
That we did. Yeah, it's a big day.
That is a big day.
Um,
That is a massive day. A lot of people were saying about the liaisons in between sections were decent, weren't they?
Decent in the sense of a hell of a way.
Yeah, decent in the sense of a lot of miles.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. It was about 12. Like we had to ride 12 miles just to get to the first stage on the road as well. A lot of it.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah.
Hell, that's huge.
Yeah. So you think? I mean, 12 miles normally isn't a massive amount because you'd be like, oh, you smashed 12 miles out. It's, you know, that's not really a problem.
On a road
but when
bike,
you're doing 12 miles on an enduro bike with tacky tyres, with a back protector on, all your gear and a full face helmet, then 12 miles is quite a lot. It ended up getting to like low to mid 20s, I think. So it started getting pretty warm.
Wow. Yeah, that's gnarly. That's a big start to the day, isn't it? So first stage is 12 miles and a lot of gradient too. Was it a lot of it climbing or?
Yeah, there was about to get to that. Over the whole day, it was just over 2,000 meters of 2,200 meters of climbing.
Right.
On that first day.
Big days.
Yeah. So when you got 12 miles out, you do 2 stages, then you got to do 12 miles back to Austria to do the final stage, which is the longest stage of the day as well.
Yeah.
It's some pretty savage racing.
Yeah, for sure. That's huge.
You know, that's some tough riding to be done, but I feel fit, so I wasn't too fussed about that. I know I've got some good fitness on me, so it's just a pain in the ass a bit as well, really, quite literally.
So stage 1, how did stage 1 go? I saw on the pink bike video actually there was like a super tech left hand corner, like tons of routes in it. Obviously there's probably going to be loads of these,
that's what I was saying. So you trying to do that in the wet in practice was impossible.
Yeah.
That was dry virtually in comparison.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So how did stage 1 go though?
Just average.
Average.
I was a dick. I didn't even put my goggles on properly, and I felt them slip off the back of my helmet during the run. I was like, "What are you doing,
You Larry? Jesus.
Yeah, I actually had to slow down and well, people can't see, but I'm reach at the back of my helmet and pull them up onto my helmet properly and stuff. I was like, what are you doing, Rich? Are you that distracted or that not looking forward? So it was an average stage. I mean, I don't know. I was just outside the top 100 on that one, I think.
Right.
106th, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same for everyone though, mate.
Well, everyone else had their goggles falling off.
Well, not everyone's that daft, but it's the same stage for everybody. You know, you can't have that attitude. Exactly. You got to be like, no, everyone else is, Sam Hill's probably not enjoying it, but you end up winning the bugger, so crack on. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, that's what I was trying to say. Get them done, just keep going and do it. And actually, that big off-camber section at the end, I had all right. I got across it okay, so that wasn't too bad.
Good.
But it was so then it was on to stage 2, which was, I can't remember the length of the liaison, but on to stage 2, and that one I really wasn't looking forward to. That was the one which was like root fest, bog fest, soft mud fest, and really? I was like, yeah. And there was a few particular sections I knew, and I crashed 5 times, I think, and 4 or 5 times in that stage.
It's interesting because if you watch the review video on YouTube or Pink Bike, Martin Mays is basically at the bottom of it saying that's just not fun. It's not even enduro. It's just not good.
Exactly, and I agree with him. Unfortunately,
yeah, it looked like super slidey and just I don't know.
Just
again, it's hard. It is hard from a spectator's point of view, and it's probably even harder sometimes for a listener of this to get a grasp of how bad it was. Do you know what I mean? But it really didn't look fun.
Well, on the video, which we've tried to show kind of the hardest bits of some of it. So with the hardest bits of stage 2,
right,
and just how going through the stream, you would just drop into this stream and just lose your speed, and then there'd be a soft, muddy puddle out the other side and things. You'd just be like, ugh. Yeah. So we have tried to kind of show that.
Okay, interesting. That would be good. Good. Looking forward to watching it, mate, when it's out.
Yeah. So enjoy.
Stage.
But I just didn't do it very well. I didn't enjoy it. I wasn't looking forward to it at all. So like I said, I think again, I didn't do as bad. Everyone struggled. I was still only just outside the top 100 again, and I was I got back to the pits and I was like, mate, if I'm top 150, I'll be pleased on that.
Really?
With that many crashes.
Huh. Yeah, that's positive though, then, isn't it? That's super good.
So that actually made me feel better. And I found out the result, and that actually made me feel better going into the 3rd stage of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
So, really, from your perspective, you should be looking at those stages thinking, right, this sucks. Everyone's going to hate it. This is where you need to hammer down positive mental attitude and make some spaces up.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. Well, I just need
hindsight racing.
I need to subscribe to the Davy Burks.
Just hit me up, dude. The top of the stage. We should do a quick live video just before you drop in. Loads of inspiration, just da 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 da.
But it was done. The thing, my mindset almost changed completely, interestingly, after that stage had happened, and I was on the cruise back home, and I was like, yes, shittest one's out the way. Let's go for it now. The good one, we got a good one left to go.
Yeah, a couple of practice runs, and then we're going to do the race run at the end of the day.
So what was it? Then another obviously 12 miles back to Austria to get to the 6 kilometer stage 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Overground. There's no underground. There's no underground liaison.
No, underground is Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
And then hit up stage 3. Felt good down it. Felt pretty strong, and I mean, obviously, I was getting a bit fatigued, a bit of arm pump and legs tired and stuff like that. But it was my best stage of the day, I think.
It's long as well, man. It was over 1,000 meter descending.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it's a huge stage.
So it's a big one.
Yeah.
Pretty technical, which is why it took 15 minutes.
Right, 15-minute stage. Wow, that is a long one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's up there with the longest. But yeah, I got inside the top 190. I want to say 92nd or something,
Boom.
Possibly. So I was pleased.
Cool.
Yeah, so
that's super cool.
Jumped up there into the placings and stuff, and I enjoyed that one. I liked it, and yeah, it was good. And I knew I could do better on it. The following day. So when we came back to do it for 6, I knew there were places I still was messing up a bit. So I knew I could go faster.
Yeah. Do you prefer that you get like a couple more runs at it? Because the thing is with EWS, you literally ride that track twice and come home.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to say, I struggle with the memorizing.
Yeah, I bet. I'd really struggle with that as well. I know I would.
I watch the GoPros back and stuff, and I try and just visualize and memorize key areas which are really tricky, like that off-camber route section at the bottom of 1, say, and stuff like that. Like, I'm like, right, go out wide, stay high, and cut in high, and like try and remember things like that, like crucial moments. But no way can I remember all of it. No.
You're not allowed to race with a GoPro, are you? Or are you?
This, I think some you are, some you aren't. Depends on the governing body.
Right. Did you race with one on this one?
No, I didn't.
Just practice.
I didn't think you were allowed, but apparently it turns out you were.
All right. Oh well.
So. Oh well. Not the end of the world. One less thing for me to think about in a way on race day. But
yeah, for sure. You can't even get your goggles on your head. Never mind switch a GoPro on.
Exactly. And I wouldn't want the abysmal stage 2 caught like just all my swearing and crashing. I crashed 2 corners in a row, man. It was awful. I crashed going across these routes. And I was like, and I swore out really loud. And then it dropped down this steep bit into a tight right-hander, and then I didn't stop for the right-hander and just shot straight off the track. And I was like, yeah! Yeah.
Funny. That would make good GoPro footage, though, let's be honest.
Yeah, it would have. How not to ride routes in HUD.
Yeah. Like Claudio's commentary when he's like talking about it as he's going, but yeah, a bad version of you just swearing at yourself.
And a lot longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just watching, some just randomer getting really angry at himself with his lack of talent at some points. Yeah. But no, like all in all, we were sitting 97th after day 1, so I squeaked inside that top 100. I think stage 3 really did save me a bit.
That's cool to see a few people posted about it too on like social. We had a guy throw it in the group as well, saying Payne is in the top 100. That's
we were in there. I think a lot of people, and this is what I feel like where all my good training and the guys at the Sports Foundation have helped me. Like my upper body strength and everything had really helped keep me going on stage 3, whereas I think a lot of people had dropped time on there.
Right.
And I was able to not drop. I was make time, basically.
Yeah. Rad. Perfect.
Yeah. So that helped me creep up the order a bit, to keep inside that top 100. So yeah, it was cool. I was tired though. I was pretty beat after that day, just physically and stuff, because it was such a big day. Like I said, 52k and 2,200 meters of climbing. So yeah, it's a lot. But
it is a lot, yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So what did the evening look like for Saturday night?
Oh, I was asleep by 9:15. It
really?
Was basically, yeah.
What did the Lord not cook for dinner in the Tupperware mansion? What went on?
He cooked. What did we have? I want lasagna.
Boom! You can't go wrong with a lasagna.
No, lasagna and I don't know, just had some chocolate after that or something. I think, but yeah, lasagna. It was nice.
So bro.
Yeah.
Just got real pissed.
Protein shake, protein recovery shake. If I was pro, I would have that, but I ain't, so it doesn't matter.
No, just chocolate.
Destroying Mars bars. Yeah, no. Basically, I didn't bother hanging around. We went straight back to the site, got cleaned up, I took a dip in. There was a lake or a big ass pond on the site, so I went straight in there for like the cold to try and help me out, which it did.
Yeah, for sure, man. Bit of cryotherapy in the lake.
Yeah. Dad cleaned the bike, cooked dinner, and we were just chilling, watching some telly, and I started falling asleep. So I went back to my gaff and just quickly got a bit of my kit sorted, so I didn't have to do it in the morning, and went to bed. Took it easy. Yeah, I think when you got such a big day like that, I think recovery is really key.
Yeah, and sleep is key. Yeah, sleep should be right at the top of that list too. Get some good night's sleep for sure.
Definitely makes a massive difference.
Yeah, you do all your recovery when you're sleeping. Like, yeah, that's when you're repairing. They say that if you smash a quick bar of dairy milk, get in bed, that is the best form of recovery.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the best form of recovery. You ask any bodybuilder, mate. That's what they do.
I'll have to tell Amy that. She's always telling me off for eating too much chocolate. It's medicinal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a good night's kip, and we weren't off again. We weren't off till about 9:30 in the morning again. So I managed to get good rest and be up got out of bed at like, I don't know, 7:30, 7:45, ready for a 9:30, 9:15 start. So I make sure all my gear's laid out the night before. So even like the clothes I'm going to wear, the bits that are going to go in my pocket, my gels and bars, and my drinks are already made. Bike's obviously already checked. So I'm ready to just sort of get up, do some stretching, have my breakfast, just get myself all sorted, sort of get myself right. We loaded up the car and then off up to the start. So it's all about like making life as stress free as possible. I think.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be like, I don't know, forget
or
no,
you don't want to forget anything, do you? Yeah. Yeah, you're always good at that, though, aren't you? You do all your stuff in the night before, get everything laid out, and then it's just like, stress free in the morning. Yeah, it's the best because there's enough. You don't want to wake up and be rushing in the morning and stressing on the morning of your race sort of thing. So I try. That's like one thing I really try and do is get everything like sorted the night before. Yeah, so I'm not panic, and then you can stay in bed longer. Of course, yeah. There you go. Yeah. So I had that pretty sorted. I had it pretty sorted. So I felt pretty good in the morning. Like I said, stretched, breakfast, loaded up the car, and quickly whizzed up to the start with Dad, and off we trotted for another day. Cool. And, it was all right. I wasn't feeling too bad actually. Even the legs were feeling as recovered as they could be, sort of thing, and the rest of the body and that. So again, we started a bit shorter. I want to say it's like 9 miles we rode into Slovenia this time to the first stage. Okay. So it felt a bit quicker. So every time you start from that same location, though, from the race start, obviously. Race HQ. Race HQ. Yeah, do a little interview and then crack on. Yeah, exactly. And then, like I said, we rode to Slovenia again to do the first 2 stages, 4 and 5. And, I was in good spirits because I felt good, as recovered and like as healthy as I could be. I ate and drank and stuff all the day before, so I wasn't getting really dehydrated or like goggly-eyed from not eating enough. And, I felt pretty, I felt as ready as I could be again for that day. So, I was looking forward to these stages, and that like makes a massive difference on your mindset. I bet, yeah, of course. Yeah, and obviously with you having a good day the day before, like, positive vibes really, top 100, sitting in the top 100. And I was like, in my head, I was like, you got this, Rich. You can like move up that order. No one wants to be like 99th or something or 100. That's true. You've got like... This is your time. This is the podium time. Yeah, like this is, like we were saying earlier, like I've spent all the money to be there and make the effort to go out and train and ride and all this sort of stuff that like I don't want to just creep inside. I want to be inside that top 100. All right, and so it was good. We had a lot of hiker biking on the Sunday, a lot of pushing up to the tops. Really, right? Yeah. So what about stage? Let's just slow it down. What about stage 1? So rode to stage 1 from the race HQ, and we're going back a day as well. Well, sorry, stage 4. My bad. Stage 4. I think I think we're starting at stage 1, round 1. Oh Lord, we are going back. Really? All right. So stage 4, dude. My bad. Stage 4. No, that's cool. From the video stuff, it looked fun as hell. Stage 4. It was. It was really fun. It was really good. It was a good I can't remember how long the stage was, but it was a good 7-8 minutes if I remember correctly. So it was a good time as well. Like not too long to absolutely muller you, but long enough to be like when you've got a long stage like that, you don't have to be like making every corner count. Like obviously you do when you're up there with the at the sharp end, but for us mere mortals, you're not like you don't have to give it depth every single corner and be like, right, there's a squillionth of a second, there's another squillionth of a second, I'm now 2 squillionths of a second up. Yes, come on. Yeah. You can like almost have that more fun, and like when you're a bit lower down, merely a clean run and a consistent run is actually a really good thing. Yeah. So, and that's how I felt like I started enjoying it and being like I didn't crash. I just linked up the turns nicely and rode pretty good. And came out with I can't remember on that stage, but a fairly good stage. And even if it wasn't, I still enjoyed it. So actually that put me in good spirits to like just enjoy it. Even if it wasn't like a game-changingly quick run, had a good time going down it, which does wonders for you for the rest of the day. Of course. Yeah. Stage 5? So then stage 5, this was where we had to do the underground transfer to get to it. Really? Yeah. It looked good. It's different. It was scary. Really?
Yeah. So we finished 4, and literally from 4, 20 meters away, you go into this mining tunnel.
Right.
So it's this 5-kilometer mining tunnel. And now you imagine, for the best part of it, it's the size of a van. So a transporter, say.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit taller, obviously, so you didn't bop your head. But it's not much wider or nothing.
Wow. You have to take your own head torch or what?
No. They supplied you with 2 lights. They just duct tape one on your bar and duct tape one on your peak.
Okay.
And we're talking like... obviously they got to buy hundreds of these things, so I'm not expecting like a full set of exposure lights, obviously. But like, fairly cheap, just clicky on torches.
Wow.
Yeah, and so you're going into this thing like, hello, where are we going, sort of thing. Like, and I get a bit claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Do a little bit.
You found out last weekend. Yeah.
So I go into this tunnel on my own, and I can see some people went in not far ahead of me, and I start going in this tunnel, and I'm like, oh, man, this is sketchy. Like, this is creepy. So I start picking up the pace to try and catch the people ahead, because I'm like, man, what if the tunnel falls down? All sorts of things are going, and I didn't realise, obviously, the Thailand thing that's going on at the moment. If I'd have known that, I'd have been like,
oh, you mean you might have found some young boys in there just chilling?
No.
Is that what you mean?
No, I was thinking more of getting trapped in a tunnel.
No.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to make that dark.
Yeah, just took it to another level there. But but 10 minutes in, the kind of novelty of it wears off.
How long?
Because
10 minutes. How long?
10 minutes in.
How long was it?
About 25 underground.
Wow.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, it's not like you're going through just like one of those cool tunnels when you're on the motorway in the Alps and you're like, oh, wow, this is awesome. Oh, we popped out. Well, that was good. Wow. 25 minutes underground.
Wow.
And then like, so after 10 minutes, like I said, first 10 minutes, I'm having a laugh, trying to take a few pictures and a little video. Oh, look, we're underground. Yay. And then I'm like,
what if I flat?
Yeah. Like, we've been underground a while now.
We're getting deep.
Like,
wow.
These tunnels are not much wider than my bars or taller than my head. And I got some in there. I got some clips as well. So you'll see in the video, and I'm like, okay, don't worry, Rich. You're following people now. There are people in front of you and people behind you. I'm sure the tunnel won't collapse because it's been here for hundreds of years, apparently, like from the Roman times, almost some of it. But I'm like, let's pick the pace up, boys. Come on, let's crack on through this. No one wants to be under it any longer than necessary. And we did. I think the guy at the front of our little peloton must have been like a bit like nervous as well, because he was putting down some good pace through that tunnel. We were blitzing it. And then all of a sudden you can just see like the little dot, this little light at the end of the tunnel, and you're like, yes. And you get out, and like, people who can't see me, I look like a mole, like this.
Yeah.
Like, my eyes.
Wow.
But yeah, it was a cool experience. And like if you'd have said, if you were just walking and you said, oh, should we go explore this tunnel? I'd be like, no freaking way am I wandering down that tunnel. Obviously, there were a couple marshals in it, I must say, as well.
Wow, that's a bad job if you get that one.
Someone drew the short straw there, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely did. You're going to be underground all day, bud. Crack on. We'll bring you a burger down at lunchtime.
Yeah, it was. Maybe they rotated them, I don't know, but
wow.
Thought of that was horrible.
Yeah.
But it was a cool experience. Like, something that obviously it's not your everyday thing, that is it?
No, not at all. No.
So yeah, that was another world's EWS first.
Yeah.
So then we got to 5, trucked along the road a bit, to get to 5, got out of the tunnel, trucked along the road, and then we had a monstrously steep push up to 5.
It's weird. Was there not with the tunnel? Was there not was it through a mountain or what? Or was there not an option? Oh, it was.
Yeah. It was full blown.
I mean, I kind of knew that, but I was trying to think why did they do it? Was it more of a, not a gimmick, but more like, oh, we're going to do this because it's cool, or it had to be done?
I think partly because it was cool, but it was way more direct. They did say if anyone didn't want to go under in the tunnel, then there is an alternate way, but it was like a fair few kilometers, obviously all around, or you just for us cut through. So yeah. I think it was the difference between maybe 25 minutes and 45 minutes or something. Got it. If you'd have gone round, you'd have still had plenty of time. The liaisons were pretty generous this time.
Okay.
I'm one to just sort of finish the stage and almost crack straight on. I don't really bother stopping. I'll slow down, have a drink, maybe have a bar, but I just chip straight on, so I can super relax at the other end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And but this one required quite the hiker bike.
Right.
Up to the top of 5.
Okay, so you rode that and then hike up after.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we were probably pushing again for 25 minutes, pushing up this hill. Really steep.
Gnarly.
Yeah, but then we got to 5. I went down 5. Not the quickest. I was a little off the pace maybe, but I had a fun down it again.
Short stage too, that one. Stage 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long was it?
What would you like? Kilometres?
Yes, please. No, miles.
Oh God, I have no idea. Inches. How long was it in inches? It was 1.96 kilometres, Rich, with a 412 metre descent.
Next question. Thanks for that, mate.
That's okay. I got you. So yeah, super short. So it's weird because you've done all that work and you get there to a short stage, but whatever.
Plus side is when you're a bit pooped. So unless you crash, which I didn't, there's not so much time you can you can't lose as much time on a short stage, obviously. You know, the shorter the stage, unless you go disastrously wrong, you can't lose as much time as a 15-minute 6-kilometre stage. So I just sort of got down that one. I did enjoy it. I got down it. I was a little off the pace. I think I looked back at it and I was like, ooh, I was a bit cautious on some of the routes here that were like, it was drying up a lot more than I thought. So I went in a bit tentatively and I was like, actually, that was a bit drier and I could have hit a fair few of those sections definitely quicker. But that was good. I enjoyed it again. And then, like I said, that set us up then for the sort of the 9-mile road ride back to Austria and back to Petzen for the sort of the rejigged EW stage.
They actually called it the Thriller, I think.
Thriller, yeah. Thriller from the Dilla.
Yeah, man. So stage 6, last one. Feeling good coming in. Do you know where you are as you go along through the day? Do you check the live timing or anything?
Try not to, but this time I did a couple of times.
Oh, naughty.
That's
what happens when you get in that top hundo, man. You start checking that shit.
No, and I shouldn't have. But I didn't let it go to me, actually, this time. I was like, I didn't let that be an added pressure. And I did check, and I'd... at one point, I actually dropped to 99th. I was like, no! I think after stage 5, I might have dropped to 99th or something like that, where I'd been a bit too cautious. And and I was like, oh my God, 99th, and I've only got one more stage to go. I'm not going backwards. Yeah, I shouldn't have checked, but it didn't matter. I didn't let it get to me. But yeah, so normally I don't, mainly because I don't carry my phone on me or have data to check these things.
Okay, so
that's generally my reasons why. But yeah, again, I felt fairly good. So I chipped on straight back to 6, and we had it's like a pit stop there. Essentially, you've got time to stop. They added some time because it was hot again today. It was really hot. It was another mid-20s day, so we'd gone from like teens and raining in practice to mid-20s and sunshine in racing.
Right.
Yeah, got back to the pits, met up with the old boy and Petal, and just had some food, some water, and just 15, 20 minutes just chatting to them and just relaxing, but not trying to just still a bit moving so I don't seize up or nothing. And yeah, and then we sort of slowly wandered up together, me and Dad, and went to business on stage 6. Really, went on up there. I was looking forward to it. I'd got onto it, and I was on the start, and I was like, "You got this." Basically, I was like, "You got this, Rich. You got this." And yeah, I did. I had it. It was the best stage of the day.
Wow.
Best stage of the whole weekend. Sorry. Best one. I got 80th on that stage.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, so that was
sick.
I think that, in my head, that confirmed that actually I am really fit and really strong.
Yeah.
Because I didn't fade. Over the whole weekend, I didn't fade, essentially.
Awesome.
It came down to skill, annoyingly.
Yeah. Well, with the routes and the technical stuff.
Yeah, 100%. It came, so, I was still able to charge that entire stage 6. It hurt. It was tough on the arms and legs. It was pretty brutal. I was dying towards the end, but I was able to charge that entire stage, and not really. I had a fairly clean run. A few little tiny errors, which are expected, but
it looked cool where it finished too. It goes through those berms and fans are all there.
It was like a little 4-cross track or dual type track they built. It was fun.
Yeah, it looked good.
It was a good one. So I was really pleased. An 80th on that, and then that bumped me up to 92nd overall.
Boom.
Yay!
Top 100,
So,
man. That's the first time you've been in the top 100 for a little while,
well,
isn't it?
I got it in Chile. I was 89th in Chile.
Oh, yeah, you were. Yeah, you're right.
I was 89th in Chile, but I dropped out of France, obviously.
Yeah.
And I didn't do Colombia. So there was like, I suppose, if you like, since the first round, I've not got top 100, and that's 2 rounds on.
Awesome, man. Stoked for you. That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks,
That's
well, I was
nice.
pleased.
Super positive as well. Like the last episode was a little bit more of a downer at the end of it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Wasn't So it left us. It was a bit of an EastEnders moment, weren't it? It was a bit like dum dum dum. Like what next? And here we are. Like we're positive.
Yeah,
You know,
top 100 again.
The fans have been engaged, which is always nice. And like, yeah, stoked for you, man. I really am.
And there were like a few guys lower down than me, which were like really good guys.
Right.
Who like a couple of English guys who beat me at the UK Enduro the week before and stuff, and I beat them this time around. So yeah, it was really cool. I think like it's weird because if you'd have said you got 92nd at a race to someone, they'd be like 92nd. You're like, doesn't like, do you know what I mean? It's not like the most impressive sounding result, but actually 92nd at a World Series out of I don't know how many were there, a lot. And a really high standard on really tough tracks, and you're like, actually, that is a wicked. I was like,
that's really good.
Actually, I did do bloomin' well there.
Yeah, I'm pumped for you, man.
It might not be the most impressive sound. You know, it's not like 20th or first. Obviously,
just drop the 9 when you say it. Just be like, oh, how'd you get on? Second. What?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's really cool. Like you say, you know, from the race reports that I've read and all that sort of stuff, it was one of the hardest ones for a while.
Yeah.
And you know, you come away with a solid result, dude. Like,
yeah, exactly. So I was pleased. And you know, I had it. It wasn't pressure, but I also wanted. My dad had made the effort to come out, so I really wanted to do well because he was there.
Yeah, but that's a different sort of pressure, isn't it? That's like yeah, I've been in that situation a few times with family, and you just like it's more you want to perform. It's not putting pressure on yourself. If that makes sense. Yeah, you're more. You don't
want to look shit in front of them.
Yeah, but that's not. It's a weird kind of pressure, isn't it?
It's not a direct pressure.
No, it's not because you know that those guys don't really care at the end of it anyway. Your dad's not going to disown you, is he? He's not going to be like, oh, you're sleeping in the tent or whatever.
No lasagna for you tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
it is different.
It's different sort of pressure, but yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, all in all, I take it. It was a good weekend.
Rad.
Good weekend. Cool. Some cool friends out there. 2 completely new venues, if you like, or 2 new countries. Some world's firsts. Some really awesome tracks again. So yeah, all and like family catch up and all that kind of stuff. So it made it a really good weekend.
Yeah.
Really good.
That's killer, dude. Killer.
Yeah. Thank you. And thanks, obviously, thanks to everyone out there who was like sending positive vibes and
sign any autographs this round or.
I can't. This many. No, but like more and more people are like, I don't want to say recognizing me, but like, getting behind EWS or Bust. It's really cool.
It's cool,
so
man.
like,
it's really cool.
I met this I think he was Hungarian, Peter his name was, and he was just like, we're traveling over from Hungary. If you need any help whilst you're out there, just holler at us. Just let me know. And like, it's wicked what you're doing. I was like, man, you're doing the same thing. Like, that's cool. But
yeah, that is cool.
Much, in other guys out there who, guy called Pete, a friend of mine from way back in the day, him and his missus, they live in New Zealand, but they're over. And they're like, yeah, we listen to the podcast at work, keeps us going and stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, it's wicked, isn't it?
That's really cool. Yeah,
it always gets you every race. It seems to get like maybe a little bit more better known or popular. And I always think, well, that's awesome.
That is really.
I should do one. I should do one actually where I don't. It's not like just about me. And like we'll just do like a EWS or Bus, like just call it the privateer life or something. I just catch up with loads of other guys who like me, just travel around having a good time. I should do that, shouldn't I?
I can send you the new recording thing over. Take it out with you.
Yes.
Use that.
We'll chat about that later, but that's a good idea.
That is a good idea. Wouldn't it be cool too if we got Chris Ball on as well? You, me, and him.
Yes, that would be good.
Wouldn't it?
That would be good. Chris Ball, if you're listening, or anyone who knows Chris Ball listening, drop one of us a message.
Almost like we did with Lou. That would be pretty sick, wouldn't it? You get
because I don't know. I don't know. I think he's a very good race organizer, and he's all the races are spot on. I don't know how much, say, input he takes from maybe riders lower down the order.
Yeah, it would be interesting to do that, I think.
I think he does. I'm not saying he doesn't listen, because I think he does, but like, when you've got guys lower down the order and guys like Martin Mays both saying the same thing about wanky courses,
Yeah.
like, if Martin Mays hadn't have said it, would he have listened to the lower down guys?
True.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Let's
He
see
seems
if
a
we
real
make that happen. Let's see if we make that happen.
Yeah, I've spoken to him a few times, and he is a sound guy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And he's obviously into his podcast. He did the downtime one a little while back, so we could see what we can do.
Yeah, that could be a good chat.
It could be nice. And that's what it's all about now. I think as this, without going on a bit of a tangent, but as this whole thing is growing, I'm a bit more like, personally, I just want to talk to this person. Like, I'm not too like, oh no, I don't want to have them on because not that they're not big enough or they're not like in the mountain bike clique or anything like that. It's like, I don't know, as it's growing, it's just like, let's just get people on here. Don't matter who it is.
It's from all aspects of riding.
All aspects of anything, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
All aspects of anything.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah. Do you want to do a couple of
that's on my weekend.
Couple of listener questions before we wrap her up?
Yeah, go for it.
You sure?
Yeah. I've got
Anything
time.
else?
Always got time for the listeners.
Oh, bro. Sick, though, because like you said, the whole thing's growing, and you can tell that by how many listener questions come in and how many people are engaged, because, I don't know, it's hard to say, but like we do cover a lot of stuff on this in like little nuggets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to think of stuff that you'd ask. Like, even if you said to me, come up with some listener questions for Rich, I'd be like, like we usually hit all of the same, not the same points every week, but like, we hit all the stuff. So
we cover the race adequately. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, hopefully, without like going into every corner and everything. We do cover the event, I'd say, in general.
Yeah, I think so.
So some really good questions come in. I'm going to hit a few of these from a follower who is called Rhino Callahan, and Rhino sent quite a few. So we'll just do a few of them if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
First one. This is something that I need to research because I've not done. I don't really know much about it. It actually happened while I've been away. So what's your opinion on the UCI joining the EWS?
Yeah, that is actually a real good question. I apart from reading, I think the press release that was on it, I can see it as a good thing on the whole. The UCI have been known to cock things up a bit, haven't they?
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Sometimes they definitely make it. Whoa. Sorry, it's turned a light on there. And
they add a lot more sort of rules, regs, restrictions can come into play.
Yeah.
So if Chris can work with them and the guys can work with them and maintain the series as it is, but implement good things like drugs testing. Obviously a good thing. Things like the rainbow stripes are coming in for next year.
Yeah.
So
gives
things
it that
like
more
that
professional feel as well, a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. So that you start attracting bigger sponsors, say, and it all starts becoming even more legit. But at the same time, you don't want it turning into downhill, where Red Bull have got hold of it. The tracks are now on the old pretty shit because they got to be easy for TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, go on. Yeah.
That is a side. I suppose that's not the UCI as such.
It's the whole, making it more
mainstream.
Yeah, solid word for it. Yeah, I think that's it.
So
that's what we need to be cautious of.
Bring in the good things like rainbow stripes, drugs testing. I don't know, like the way it's ranked, but not just the way it's ranked at a race, because I think they've got that pretty sus. But like how series from the countries filter into it.
Yeah.
With a ranking, because I don't think British cycling still don't recognise enduro in the UK sort of thing.
Yeah, that's for sure. You're all right in Jersey, aren't you? You're definitely making the national team.
But I am the national team. Yeah, but you know what I mean? So like things like that. So now the UCI recognise it. If countries' governing bodies then recognise it, I think it could just then start, like downhill, the way the downhill works, where you qualify, you get points, national series, and it works its way up.
Yep.
UCI points at certain races and stuff. I know obviously Enduro has now introduced like the European series, the Pan American series, and things like this, which are all like filter series. So on the whole, hopefully it will be good for the foreseeable future. I think it will be good.
Good answer, man.
Thank you.
3 pros and 3 cons on the new Trek. What's up with that? No cons?
There are no cons. It's stunning, isn't it?
Okay.
No, okay. 3 pros. Not specific to the Trek, but nice to jump up to 29ers faster. Fact.
Yep.
Another pro, it's light. I like it, and it handles nice.
Okay.
Cons. The Bontrager seat post is a bit rattly, but has a smooth action. The reactive rear shock. It's good, but it's not as good as other shocks out there, I'll be honest.
Right.
That's my honest opinion. And then a third con. I suppose you could put the con being down to it's a bit of a beast for general riding.
Is it? It's a bit overbiked.
Yeah. If you want a bike for like big mountains and you're going to the Alps and all this sort of stuff, or if you've got big hills around your way, it's like it is a dream bike. It's stunning. Like say here in Jersey where it's pretty mellow and everything's pretty tame. I always ride my Fuel EX. So yeah, 3 pros and cons.
Very good. If you could change one thing about the EWS, what would it be?
At the moment, I think I would change the shuttling rules in it. I would make it because from a privateer's point of view, shuttling is a ball ache, and that's if you ain't got anyone there to shuttle you, you're in for a long weekend.
Yeah.
So I would make it so that either the organizer puts on shuttles for everyone or no shuttling.
Right. Fair. Yeah. Because it should be a level playing field across the field,
exactly.
Right? Yeah, I agree. It's almost like with downhill. Yeah, there's no chairlift for the, less than top 50. Everyone else gets a chairlift.
Yeah.
It's that sort of thing, right? You just be like, well,
Exactly.
that's ridiculous. It's just not fair. You don't want to hike up Fort William.
Yeah, it's all down to how much money you got, whether you can, or like if you've got someone there to drive you. So I would say, like they either put on the shuttles, or there's no shuttling, and you just got to man up and do 4 massive days of ride.
Yeah. Very good.
That's what I would change.
Next person we're going to take a few questions from is, ignore the train in the background, is...
That's what I've been hearing all episode.
Yeah, man, there's a train just behind.
Okay.
The next person is on Instagram, Camstagram, which is probably the best Instagram handle if you call Cam ever.
Instagram.
Camstagram.
Nice.
How much, roughly, does it cost to fund your series? That's a good question, Camstagram.
I'm sure we had something like this last year.
We
possibly.
did. We did it for the last one, if you remember.
And I swear,
broke some stuff down.
It's between, depending how many I do or get to, it'll be upwards of 10k.
Okay. Wow. It's a lot of money.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, out my own pocket.
Yeah.
That's like 0 input from anyone else. No one financially helps me whatsoever. Well, the missus actually, she helps out. She's a gem. But yeah, no, that's like entirely out my own wallet.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So and that depends.
Could you do it
I think
cheaper? Obviously, you could do it more expensive. But do you think are you like against the wire with it, or?
I think you could do it cheaper. I think there would be ways of making it a bit cheaper. But like Chile, say, you've got to fly there.
Yeah.
You either hire a car or you've got to be shuttled up to the mountain. Either way, you're going to spend out on them. And then they don't have campsites or anything up there, say. So you're in a hotel or Airbnb thing. The trouble is, if you're in an Airbnb and you're self-catered, there was no shops up there. 0 shops in Chile. So you've then got to drive an hour down the mountain to Santiago, in which case, obviously, you need a hire car.
Yeah. So it just
or you pay for it. Or like I said, I was in a hotel where it was all meals included. So you've got no cheap way of doing that. And then obviously, if you're doing Colombia, which I didn't because of time and money, you're in South America for at least 3 weeks. You've got to stay out there. So then you've got getting back to the airport. You've then got transfers and flights to Colombia, which I think was 2 different flights. You've then got hotels for at least a week in Colombia. Then you've got to get back home and stuff. So I'd hire a car possibly in Colombia. Yeah,
it's
there's a few K right there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is for sure.
Whistler's a good couple of K because Whistler's just expensive during Crankworks.
Yeah.
Or you could make that cheap. You've still got to fly there, but if you find cheap flights, you're generally going to pay more on excess baggage.
Right. Is that how they do it? Sort of like swings and roundabouts?
Yeah, because they don't give you as bigger allowance. So then you've got more cost there. So and then you're on a shittier airline, which is probably less reliable. You get there, you can stay outside of Whistler in an Airbnb. Again, you're self-catered. So if, like me, I went on my own.
Yeah.
I'm there miles away from everyone, cooking for myself in some dude's sketchy basement or something.
Yeah.
Or you suck it up and pay a hotel where, again, a bit more is included, but the cost is more and stuff like that. You've still got the transfer. Luckily, Whistler's really contained, and most places you don't need to transfer. So you can get away with not having a hire car and doing a transfer. But Whistler's expensive, so you still got a couple of grand there probably. And then again, at the end of this year, we have Ainsa in Spain and Finale Ligure back to back. There's probably 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
So you camp
and obviously as well, you know, you're not at work or, you know, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. So all the time,
right? Yeah.
The time I'm spending 10 grand so throughout the year, I'm probably not earning 10 grand as well because I'm not at work. So yeah, I hope that kind of helps and answers. But I don't want that to deter people because the memories, the good times, the people I've met, the places I've ridden, and the cool shit I've got up to far outweigh any sort of monetary value on them. But
I wish we were ending on that. We still got another questions, but that was really nice. That was
thank you. Yeah, that's true though. Like, you know,
yeah, for sure.
The spending time with the missus and mum in Madeira, racing amazing tracks, meeting my dad in Slovenia, road tripping for 3 weeks around Italy and France with the missus for 3 weeks last year, and you know, you can't really
riding bikes.
Yeah, like nothing but smiles and good times. Sure, there's a bit of money stress, but you know, you can't really put a price on those kind of cool things. And that, like, with, you know, the whole purpose of EWS or Bus was to document those cool times, not necessarily to be like putting out there, but more for our own, you know, me and Naomi can look back at those and be like, remember when we were in San Romolo and we got stuck trying to drive up the mountain almost because it was so narrow and Bertha could barely make it around the turn.
You know what? I think about that quite a lot. Like, I was thinking about it the other day because someone asked, do you listen back to the episodes? And I was like, obviously, no. Like, I have a quick check, make sure the sound's all right. And then he goes, well, do you think you'll ever listen back to them? And I was like, that's a really good question. Like, where will I be when I actually go, I'm going to listen to that conversation?
It'll be way down the line.
Yeah, like, dude, they're out there forever, unless something drastic happens. Like, they're forever.
I've got them like saved away to a hard drive and stuff, and I'll be like, oh man.
You can put them in a time capsule and bury them in the garden.
But you know, you don't like
with a 26-inch wheel.
Yeah, and the front mech. But you don't like set out. You'll just be like I was going through the computer and I was doing some bits and bobs the other day, and I was like, oh look, EWS Bus episode 1 popped up on YouTube. That's it. I was watching something on YouTube. I was just putting a music playlist on, and episode 1 New Zealand came on, and I was like, oh man, I forgot about it. Let's like.
That's
put
crazy.
That on.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That is cool.
And I was like, oh my God. I mean, we're not no refined massive production or nothing, but it looked even sketchier back then on the GoPro. Because I didn't even have a good GoPro and stuff. So, and obviously like the crank falling off. Anyway, all that. I won't go on to it. But so, and it made me smile straight away to think that, like, you know, me and the missus again got to travel to Dubai and New Zealand, race bikes, see our friends out there who we hadn't seen for a year and all that kind of cool stuff. So, yeah, don't let money... It's really easy to say it, and I'm by no means minted. I'm far from it. But try not to let money ever get in the way of having a good time.
Nice. It's true.
Mic drop. Go on. No, go on. Next question. We got pretty deep on that one.
We did. Tim Norris. Will Luke return for episode 9? Episode 9 seems like a long way away. Was it 9 that Luke was in? It can't be.
Episode 9.
You know what? It might have been. We did. Maybe.
How did we do 9 episodes?
Maybe we did do 9 because we did like. Maybe we did do 9, dude, because we did the pro and privateer one. Like.
Yeah. Oh, he might be thinking of It wasn't with you, buddy. It was Pukey. Me and Pukey did like a little interview where we just chatted about the off season and stuff. I think.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a podcast, and it wasn't I don't think it was. I think it was just called EWS or Bust the Off Season.
I was going to say, because we did 7 last year. I just looked.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Pukey is a legend. Oh my god. He will. I would like to get him on a podcast. Actually, it'd be funny.
Well, we'll work it out when I come over there to do the last one.
Yes. Hot diggity damn. Yes. Yeah. No. Pukey will definitely make an appearance at some point. People, don't you panic.
Word.
He's just nuts. He's awesome.
Awesome.
He doesn't do any social media, nothing like that. Because I always take little Instagram videos of him and stuff.
Does he not have it?
He never knows, and he's like, he'll be there, like tapping away on his keyboard, and I'll be like sneakily filming him as he talks to himself and all sorts. He's nuts. He's off his head. He's like one of these kids who's like, you know, when you're verging on super cleverness and insanity at the same time.
Yeah.
He's one of them. He's straight out one of those. He's so clever, but at the same time, he's like, and I'm filming away, and he looks at me, and he's like, and he starts grumbling and mumbling even more and stuff. But he will make an appearance. Don't you worry.
Rad.
Yeah. So go on. Yeah.
Next question was from Tim Norris. Barbecue. If you had to choose one meat to cook, chicken, burgers, sausages. What?
Oh, sorry, I already answered steak.
Yeah, steak's on there. Pork or beef steak?
Oh, beef.
Oh, there you go. All right, very good.
Yeah, as well. I like it rare, bleeding.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
You're a strange bunch over there, aren't you? 2 more.
Okay.
What part of it you've already answered, it's from Thomas Nancaro.
Thomas?
How's his injured hand? All good, my man.
Again.
And then he wants to know, is he ready to go up against me at Hard Rock? Oh,
no.
Fighting talk, bro.
I am going to be at Hard Rock. Ridge have hooked me up with I didn't enter it, and I completely forgot about it.
Are you doing Hard Rock?
I'm doing it 1 zillion %.
Yeah,
so
bro.
Ridge Components, the kind guys there, they have hooked me up with an entry. So I will be at Hard Rock without fail. Racing
Selfie
on
competition. Let's get it going.
Yes. That's a good idea. So Tom, bring it. It's on. I put you down to ride with Tom. So yeah, we're going for it.
Last but not least, loam, and more loam. Was this a slower EWS in terms of overall speed? And that question came in from Brendan Murphy.
Brendan, that's a good question as well. Actually, if you're comparing it to France, I would say it's very similar.
Okay.
If you're comparing it to Chile was way faster. Way faster. Like in comparison, Chile had an 11 kilometer stage, I think. I did it in about 21 and a half minutes.
Right.
I did half the time, or half the distance almost, in just over 15 minutes. So the average speeds were way higher in Chile. But because you're in like the Andes in it, you've got these humongous wide open mountains. So yeah, average speed is probably down.
Got you.
Down compared to Chile, but that's similar to France, say. And I think I didn't do Colombia, but from what I was told, that place was like riding through peanut butter. It was so slow.
Yeah, I remember that too. So sick.
Yeah,
there you go. Quick recap of standings, just because we always do this, and I usually fuck them up, but we'll try. From this race, the top 3: Sam Hill won, obviously. Martin Mays was second, which was pretty cool because he's not really had a good result for a little while. And Robin Walnut was in third.
He was a career best for him, I believe.
I think it was, yeah. Lou Buchanan, friend of the show, was just outside the top 10 as well.
Yep, and I think Rory Cunningham, he smashed a 4th.
Yeah, he did.
Play to him.
Yeah, sick. And then the women, Ravenel,
standard.
She was there, she won. Cordorier, and then Brown, third.
Yes, a career best for her, I believe,
as well. And Bex Barona was a local girl to here, obviously. Was up there as well. I think she finished 6th overall. Championship standings, Sam Hill is in the lead, Robin Walnut, and then Oton.
Mr. Consistent, Damien Oton, I think it's going to be... Well, Hill seems to be running away with it. But I'm hoping Mays can challenge him more. I mean, it was so close this weekend. After stage 5, So with one left to go, Hill and Mays were 1.5 seconds
I
apart.
saw that, yeah.
And then I think poor old Eddie Masters was sitting in third, but then had a stinker last stage.
Eddie Masters, man, again, another friend of the show. Saw him quite a lot out at Crankworks. New diet, Eddie Masters, on the vegan program these days now.
Oh,
and,
is he?
Yeah, and still, not still. I mean, obviously, he's a talented rider, but massive diet change, and he's up there. He got a third on one of the stages.
He was sitting in third for a lot of the weekend, I think.
Yeah, crazy.
Till that stinker stage. So, yeah, well,
there we go. La Tuile next.
No, man, bad news, I think. I got to save some cash. I think I'm going to have to skip La Tuile and Canada, possibly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bank account's taken a hit
Mm.
after what I was saying about money earlier.
But we can do an hard rock one.
We could do. Should we do an hard rock? So the bank account's taken a pasting, and unfortunately,
Can you post some photos of it, please, so we can
it's
we can
depressing.
verify.
I don't like to look at it. It's sad.
So
Sad.
when's hard rock?
Hard rock is the beginning of August, so
It
we
is.
could do like EWS or bust. I don't know. People, think of a good title for us out there.
Yeah, we could.
The
All right.
interlude or something.
Speaking of
Brief
good titles, what should we call this episode? Because they've all had a name so far, and a couple of them have been quite funny. Lord
Okay.
Payne?
Yeah,
Should
Lord
should we-
Payne.
like for your dad, he can have his own episode.
I like that.
Yeah.
He'd like that.
He'd
Yeah,
like
Lord
that,
Payne.
Lord Payne. We'll call it after your dad. That's
Yeah.
nice. He's been
But,
supportive. He's a good bloke.
He is. But yeah, back to, unfortunately, I think I am. The entries are still in for both of them. Canada, man. Canada's, like I said, so expensive to go to. And La Tuile, with it being so close again to this one, it's in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah,
and
it is.
you can't escape life, and there's bills that need paying, unfortunately. So I know obviously what I said earlier about trying to not let money get in the way, but you can only, you still gotta live within your means, isn't you?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's a lesson in life, mate. Sometimes it does get in the way.
Yeah.
You can't magic this stuff.
It'll be annoying. It'll frustrate me a lot because I love La Tuile as well. So unless some like lottery winner steps up and doesn't mind helping out a little, I've got to let the old bank recover a bit. But like I said, we're going to hit a couple of UK things because they're way cheaper to go to.
Yeah.
Hard rock, and then it'll be on for the end of the year.
Awesome.
So we'll still do Ainsa and finale are still on.
Awesome.
But I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss the next two, which will be a shame.
It's all right. We'll throw some episodes out, guys. We'll be with you. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't
We're
worry.
taking you on
We
the
won't
journey.
Won't just go quiet until September.
No, possibly might see you at Hard Rock, man. Let's try and figure that
Definitely.
out.
I'll be there.
Yeah, try and figure that
100%.
out.
So
I'm not
maybe we could do a live one.
bloody hell. We could.
We could actually do a legit live one.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like where I'm at in August. Like things are pretty hectic right now. But yeah, we'll talk about
I think
that.
it's August 5th and 6th.
Yeah, I think it is too.
We could get some live listener questions.
Bloody hell, we could. All right,
my
leave it
brain's-
with. Let's see what we can do.
All
And again, thanks everyone for listening. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this extended EWS or bus.
It's a long one.
She's a beast. Hopefully you're still here.
Thanks everyone. Yeah, I know. Thanks everyone for listening. As always, I got to do the thank you. So, cheers, Davey at the Hook It podcast and Hook It products, Ridge Components and Remap Clothing. Has Designs. They had some cool graphics. I had some cool like metal graphics, blue ones on the bike this time.
Nice.
Sports Foundation keeping me strong, and the Cycle Centre jersey as well for the constant maintenance. Yeah, go check out on the Remap YouTube page. The episode is now live for your viewing and eyeball pleasure. And I don't know, tell you what, give us a cheeky follow at Remap Clothing or at Painter25 for all the latest updates and shizness that goes on.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and thanks Davey.
Hey man, no problem at all.
All right, cool. Peace out, everyone.
Peace out, my G. See you in a bit.
See ya.
Bye. Nice one, dude.